Okay, so this is question 2, which says create a subroutine to calculate and return. So return means it's going to be a function this time rather than a procedure. So calculate and return the area of a rectangle. And if I asked you, what's the area of a rectangle? You'd go, sir, it depends. Depends on your width and your length of rectangle, right? So they become the parameters to the function. So let's create a function, def, give it a name. Let's call a rectangle area. And we are going to request its width and what is the length of the rectangle. Colon, remember, indentation. And we're going to work out what the area is now. So we could have an intermediate variable if we wanted to. We could say area equals, and then how do we calculate the area of a rectangle? Is just width times the length, right? So width times length. And then we want to return that area. Okay, so we could do that if we wanted to. Alternatively, we don't need to create an intermediate variable. We could just say return the value of width times length. That would be a shorter way of doing that. Okay, let's test that now. So we're going to say print, and we're going to call our function now rectangle area, and let's do an area of the rectangle width 10, length 5. So we would expect our answer to be 50. 10 times 5. Let's try it out. Run. And there it is. This, by the way, is the previous printout of the previous question. I'm just going to comment that out and run this again. So I've commented out this call to the previous question 1, and I'm going to run this, and we get 50. Let's test it out again. Perhaps we can use some decimals. So 10 times 5.6, and we would expect 10 times 5.6 to be 56. Notice, interestingly, that we got 56.0 being our answer. That's because this is a floating point, so our length, so this argument is being sent to this parameter. This argument is a float, so this value of this parameter will be a float, and therefore a width, which is an integer, times a float is a float. So it gives it as a float, and therefore we get this 56.0 coming in here. Very important point there.